Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Sally Lemus. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. Boost testimonies to be heard by lawmakers soon. Also tonight, Christmas shopping around the island is eased with cheaper gas. And 11 nonprofit organizations to receive funding soon. In sports, this soccer player has big hopes and dreams ahead. Stay with us, these stories and more are next.
What's the move?
This holiday season, get your goods here with care and attention using Micronesian Air Cargo Services. MAX is all about connections. Daily flights to and from Guam, 4 times a week to Rota, bi-weekly flights to Tinian. We are connecting the Marianas. So you do the shopping and we'll do the shipping. Perishable goods, Home Depot furniture and appliances, even live animals quickly and cost effectively. Operating since 2013, check out our Thursday special to Rota from Guam and Saipan. Call Max at 670-288-6227. If it fits, we'll take it.
And there you have it, McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwich. From the makers of the world's most stolen fries. The juicy chicken sandwich from the place that offers extra napkins for a reason. The tender chicken sandwich from the creators of a sandwich phenomenon. So you won't just be biting into a chicken sandwich, you'll be biting into McDonald's new crispy, juicy, tender chicken sandwich. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Half a day to the Wami and good evening, Commonwealth. Today is Friday, December 9th, 2022. Lawmakers will be bringing in witnesses to testify about the Boost program in the coming week. The probe into the Boost program is being led by the House Ways and Means Committee along with the House Judiciary and Governmental Operations Committee. So far, a number of subpoenas duces tecum and subpoenas to testify have been issued to those who oversee the Boost program. This afternoon, in the Saipan and Northern Islands Delegation Committee hearing, Representative Tina Sablon shares they plan to begin the hearings by next week, Friday.
The records are just coming in this week, and the members of the committees are reviewing them. And as I said, by next week, the 16th is when we were looking at beginning the hearings.
Sablon says the committees have yet to gather and discuss the content of records received, but their concerns are pretty basic.
The main things that were asked for in the subpoenas that went out were really some of the basics. What criteria were being used, how many applicants were there, how much money was requested, what was there a rubric, who was on the review panel, how were decisions being made, really some very basic elements of the program that weren't, very transparent to the public. And, and I'm sure if there are other members that want to chime in, there are questions that are being drafted right now. So I'd like to put that out there for the members. If you have questions that you'd like the committee to include for the hearings, please reach out to the chair or any one of us.
$10.6 million have been granted to at least over 400 applicants so far. The Commonwealth Election Commission counts the remaining 859 absentee ballots today at the Multipurpose Center in Susupe. This will present the final and official results of the 2022 runoff election. As of press time, there is no official or certified results. We'll have that and more for you on Monday. But what we do know is that Palacios Apatang are taking over 1,000 lead in votes, while the Republican Party needs at least 1,100 more to win. But we'll have that results for you on Monday. What we do know also is that this will pave the way for the transition of power from Governor Torres to Governor-elect Arno Palacios. The CNMI sees a rollback in gas prices just in time for the holidays. Gas prices dropped 10 cents late Thursday afternoon, marking this as the lowest gas price the CNMI has seen all year. With this rollback, 1 gallon of unleaded gas on Saipan is now $4.96, $6.75 for Tinian, and $6.54 for the island of Rota. The highest gas price in the Marianas this year reached $8.14 for Rota residents. The falling fuel prices has also resulted in a 2-cent decrease of fuel adjustment charge as well for CNMI consumers. This month's current FAC rate is now 32 cents per kilowatt hour. The $300 utility voucher given by Governor Ralph Torres is up to December of this year. The Saipan and Northern Islands Delegation Committee appropriates funding to over 10 non-governmental organizations. Funding that was line vetoed by Governor Torres is being reappropriated to a road repair project and 11 nonprofit organizations on Saipan. All members in the Saipan and Northern Islands Delegation Committee voted yes to the passage this afternoon. With this bill, $280,000 will go to the mitigation of flooding and road repair area near the JG Sablon Ice and Water Company in Middle Road, Garapan. And then $150,000 will go to the following NGOs. Vice Speaker BJ Atao.
So we added the Northern Marianas Athletics. They will be receiving $40,000. The NM Posse will be receiving $15,000. Caradot will be receiving $15,000. The Chief Agro Foundation will be receiving $10,000. Northern Marianas Library Association, $10,000. Manhita Marianas will be receiving $10,000. Our Commonwealth 670, $10,000. Talaza Club, $10,000. Pride Marianas, $10,000. Empty Vessel Ministry Foundation, $10,000. Marianas Outrigger Canoe, $10,000.
This legislation, authored by Vice Speaker BJ Attal, will allow funding that was supposed to go to the Saipan Mayor's Office and the Cagman Watershed Project to these NGOs instead. Attal assures other lawmakers that the Watershed Project will not be forgotten about.
Just to let the members know that the Cagman Watershed Project is not a forgotten project. We will address that project in the next appropriation once we get into the 23rd legislature, so that the members know that we're not moving this money away from the Cagman Watershed Project. Obviously, it's been line item vetoed twice already, so therefore we will address that in the 23rd.
Funds appropriated in this act shall not be reprogrammed for other purposes. All right, coming up, the NMI is on the road to recovery, beginning with the revamping of tourism. But when will we fully be recovered? Stay tuned.
Fast, fun, and easy. That's how your home Wi-Fi should be. So start with an internet plan that fits your budget. Introducing your home Wi-Fi starter pack, also known as WISP. Enjoy up to 25 megabits per second for as low as $35 a month, plus a free router with your wireless subscription. That's hours of movies, games, social media, and more endless fun. Get your Wi-Fi starter pack today only at Docomo Pacific. Better together. Additional conditions may apply.
Opioids are commonly prescribed drugs. They can help ease short-term pain after surgery, an accident, or illness. Common brand names include Vicodin, Demerol, OxyContin, and Percocet. Opioids can be very addictive, and they can actually change how your brain works. Opioid misuse can lead to death. If you are prescribed an opioid medication, talk to your doctor. Always take exactly as directed, never take higher doses, keep your medication secure, and safely dispose of unused or expired medication. It only takes a little to lose a lot.
This project was supported by a grant from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and the Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation. Contents are solely the responsibility of CHCC and do not necessarily represent the official views of the CDC or the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Subway just dropped an all-new menu of 12 sandwiches. They call it the Subway Series.
The Subway Series has 4 new categories of subs: cheesesteaks, Italianos, chicken, and clubs.
With a sandwich series like that, I'll be a happy Subway cereal eater. Subway Series. What's your pick?
At one of Saipan's beaches, this mother lays about 100 eggs under the cover of darkness. She hides her nest as best she can and then slowly makes her way back to the ocean. The eggs hatch and the babies head for the sea, where they will face a daily dose of danger. Just 1 in 1,000 will make it to adulthood. Those that do will one day lay their own eggs. Sea turtles are protected under sea NMI law. If you see one that is stranded or if you see illegal activity, call the hotline at 287-8537.
Welcome back to the Channel 2 News. New requirements for the Northern Marianas College nursing program have been put in place. Our Milan Goodwin has this story.
Those hoping to be admitted to NMC's nursing program will now need to score a 70% on all 5 subject areas of the nursing program's admission test. The subject areas are composed of mathematics, reading, writing, science, and critical thinking. The program previously required a 60% or higher on the admissions test. However, NMC has raised the bar to ensure that all admitted students are prepared for the rigor of the nursing program. This change also applies to NMC pre-nursing students who have finished or are on track to finish their prerequisite requirements and plan to apply to the program in the fall of 2023. The application for the fall of 2023 admission into the nursing program will be available in April of next year at www.marianas.edu/nursing. For more information, please email Department Chair Rosa Aldon at rosa.aldon@marianas.edu. Milan Goodwin reporting for KSPN2.
The return of Korean and Japanese visitors have jump-started the tourism industry here in the NMI. But officials say we are still missing one major market in order to be fully back to normal. With another possible new market on the rise, officials are staying hopeful and optimistic. The Marianas Visitors Authority Board held a special meeting earlier this week. One pressing topic: the possibility of the China tourism market opening back up. MVA board member Ivan Quititu shares their discussion with media partners at Wednesday's general membership meeting.
Director Tom Liu had shared that in his observation of the China market, there's a lot of noise right now in China about the zero COVID policy, and central government may be motivated to start lifting the restrictions of zero COVID sooner than later. And he's optimistic. He's like, maybe spring, summer next year, we might be able to see the return of the China market. And we're all very, very hopeful.
According to Quititu, the Chinese market is a significant part of tourism arrival here in the NMI. He also shares the NMI is currently seeing a small portion of Chinese visitors carried by Korean Airlines.
The Chinese arrival, part of them came over Korea, right? So they would go China to Korea and down into CNMI. So that what that does is it also provides the Korean Airlines a healthy load so that they can keep adding more flights to take on the demand of Chinese tourists as well as the Korean tourists, and it builds more capacity into the destination.
Former MVA board member Jerry Tan says the return of the Korean and Japanese market still does not make up the numbers.
Korean tourists is coming back strong, but we still need to replace the Chinese number. If we want to talk about going back to the normal number, there's no Chinese number at this time. So the full recovery, Korea may recover in the next 2 years. Japan may come back, but it's going to be a slow growth. But the truth is, as long as China is not back, we're still missing 200,000 tourists a year that we need for our economic engine.
There is chatter in the community of another possible tourism market, which is Australia. Tan says it does sound hopeful.
That's why when I heard about Australia, okay, I don't know much about Australia market, but I would say that any new market that are really coming into our shore, I think we should try to study very hard and give the proper support. And good thing about Australia is I think they have a little bit closer behavior like the Americans, like the European, in terms of willing to travel and good spender. And they have a reverse, geographic, because they're in the southern hemisphere, right? So their winter is our summer, their summer is our winter. So because we look forward to Korea, Japan being cold in December, January, that's the peak season. But Australia has reverse season, which is also great. Again, I don't know much about that market other than I'm excited because we really don't want to only limit ourselves to only 2 markets. When one is in trouble, we only have one left. So this is why I think very, very important is the Japan market coming back, and hopefully another new market, whether it's Australia or another market. I think that's important.
Do you lift? If you do, you might want to stay tuned for our next story.
Need a new phone? Trade in now and get up to $500 off our best 5G devices. Trade in your older phone in any condition and step up to better savings and speeds only our 5G network can provide. Check out our website and catch up on the best mobile experience. Trade in now. Docomo Pacific. Better together.
Freshness. It's the overall reason beer drinkers choose draft beer. And that's the reason Godfather's is making a serious commitment to offering their customers a full lineup of draft beer on tap. Choose from Lagunitas IPA, Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, Lost Coast Downtown Brown Ale, Fat Tire, Blue Moon, and more. All competitively priced. Godfather's Bar now serving the island's widest selection of ice cold beer right from the tap. Godfather's Bar, where everybody's family.
Subway just dropped an all-new menu of 12 sandwiches. They call it the Subway Series.
The Subway Series has 4 new categories of subs: cheesesteaks, Italianos, chicken, and clubs.
With a sandwich series like that, I'll be a happy Subway cereal eater. Subway Series. What's your pick?
The Tan Soo Lin Foundation promotes the culture of giving back. The foundation and its generous partners are committed to supporting programs that include health, education, and sports. Initiatives that promote arts and culture, the environment, and tourism will benefit our community and our residents. Giving back and making a difference will help ensure that the island paradise we call home will be a better place to live.
Tonight's sports brought to you in part by Tan Holdings through the Tan Su Lin Foundation, making communities a better place to live.
Buenas sports fans.
The NMI weightlifting tourney is happening next year. The Northern Marianas Cup will be holding a weightlifting tournament on January 7, 2023 at the Multipurpose Center in Susupe. Members of the CNMI weightlifting will be free of entry fees, while non-members will be charged $20. Those interested can pick up their entry forms from Gian Rayfend at the NM Posse office in Gualarai. Entries for the tournament must be submitted on or before December 31st. For more information, you can call 670-287-9807. All right, tonight we introduce you to KSPN's Young Star for this week.
Keep working, even when no one is watching. A quote from Alex Morgan.
Young Star Shining, brought to you by the Tan Su Lin Foundation.
Our young star this evening is a 17-year-old soccer player, and his name is Garrett Weaver.
My name is Garrett Weaver. I'm 17 years old. I go to Marianas High School and I'm 12th grade.
Garrett has been playing soccer since he was 5 years old and has stuck with it because of the supportive environment. But that's not to say that the sport doesn't come with challenges.
The people that surround it, like my teammates and my coach, and who I love the most about soccer.
Okay, so what do you think might be the most difficult part of soccer?
Probably the intensity of the sport. It's very physical, but it's really all for the sport.
While the sport is very intense, Garrett worked hard and has collected various MVP and Fair Play awards over the years. Garrett has also traveled extensively for soccer.
I've traveled a couple times. It's like 3 different places. Guam, Indonesia, and Philippines. A few for training camps and one for a tournament.
Garrett also enjoys the opportunities to give back through soccer.
I really like the trip to the Philippines because we got to stay at a foundation where like they help kids like on the street and they play soccer as well as a team, and it was really fun because I got to interact with them.
Garrett advises other young athletes to stick with their sport because it can bring many opportunities, like it did Garrett.
Continue working hard, stick with your sport because it can go a long way. You can get a lot of opportunities, you can travel a lot, and from a small island, when you go out there, you can represent this island, and it's going to be good for everyone.
Currently, Garrett plays for the Matanza Football Club in the Men's B League as center midfielder. Garrett and his team played in the end of the season championship 2 weeks ago, but unfortunately were not able to take home the gold.
Throughout the season, I would say we did pretty good because before that we would lose every game, and for us to make it to the championships really showed that we practiced hard and played hard every game. We come a long way.
For now, Garrett focuses on his schoolwork while he looks forward to working harder next season, which will start in February of 2023.
Young Star Shining, brought to you by the Tan Su Lin Foundation.
What's the move? Kinda wild out. Catch a groove. She said, where you going? What's the move? Kinda wild out. Catch a groove.
What's the move?
Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time, and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
And for your KSPN weather report, mostly sunny with isolated showers, east wind 10 to 15 miles per hour. High is around 85. Chance of showers is 20%. Tonight, partly cloudy with isolated showers, east wind 10 to 15 miles per hour. Lows around 77. And the chance of showers is 10%. Over the weekend, you can expect partly cloudy with isolated showers, east wind 15 to 20 miles per hour. High is around 86. The chance of showers, again, is at 20%. As for the Marianas waters, moderate to fresh trade will persist through Saturday. By Sunday, winds will decrease, going back to gentle to moderate and persist through early next week. Combined seas of 5 to 7 feet will persist through Friday, then build around a foot on Saturday before falling a foot again on Sunday through early next week. And that does it for your Friday edition of the news, sports, and weather here in the Marianas. As always, we thank you so much for watching the Channel 2 News. We hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you back on Monday with more.